Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, and to what do I owe this honor?
I met Ulan, the Boneblower's clan chief, from the village of Vignamri. He is an open-minded man who holds great expectations of exchanges with the... He would like to meet you to discuss a treaty.
Ulan, you say? I have never heard, but to finally have an ally among the natives. Still, I fear that I cannot leave.
I doubt that Ulan will come to Hikmet. He is looking for an alliance. Such a gesture would be considered a sign.
That is understandable. Do they grasp the concept of emissaries?
I think that might be possible. I'm sure he would understand that you could not come to see him in person.
Excellent. Finally, my right-hand man will then go...
I'll be there too. There is another matter concerning the same. A wandering merchant, a member of Ulan's clan, is... Can you authorize his entry into the city?
I see no harm in that. And he might even prove... Here, please be so kind. If he presents it to the guards...
I thank you. I have to go. Look forward to...
Farewell, my lord.
Come closer. Come closer. All my wares are in the vanguard of progress.
Please, help me!
Just keep walking, Renaigse. This does not...
Have mercy!
If I were you, I would leave at once. A squad of guards are approaching.
Not Fradi. Let's leave. We are not ready for an encounter yet. But we will get you for this, merchant.
Adloreda Onolmanawi. May the trees along your path always bear fruit.
Think nothing of it. Ulan told me that you were not able to enter the town.
It is true. The soldiers did not let me enter. They left me outside, and the Donea Exdragao took advantage of this opportunity to attack me.
Rest assured, I have obtained permission for you to enter from the governor of Hikmet, which should allow you to set up your stall in the city.
Adloreda Renaigse. Thanks.
Farewell, merchant. Ulan, I see that the governor of Hikmet's emissary is already here.
He is. And I am very thankful that you succeeded in organizing this meeting. I am...
We are very grateful as well, Your Excellency. I am sure you can understand that the discussion we are about...
Naturally. So, have you reached an agreement?
Our discussions were very fruitful. However...
Really?
Our peace treaty depends...
And Chief Ulan has warned me that our merchants would be at risk.
Mordoon, the chief of the village of Igu. He is among those who think that the people of your island, but his village, would also benefit if you could convince him to meet us.
Without this, I am afraid we would... Peace and trade are linked.
I am sure that you will manage to...
I can try, at least.
Adloreda. We will wait.
Bit of poison on my blade. my blade. Then let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you can walk on this fate!
What are you doing here, and I say? Your kind are not welcome in my village.
What can you tell me about your village?
Why would I talk to a Renaigse about the Gooksop? All you need to know is that this name means the village of Black Ulgs. They are our friends and our companions, and like them, we do not like to be disturbed.
I see.
Anything else?
Ulan, the king of Vignamri, wants to establish a trade agreement and sign a peace treaty with the governor of Hikmet.
This sounds like something he would do. All he ever thinks about is picking up the crumbs left behind by the Renaigse. All of that in hope of breathing new life into his village, while insulting the memory of the deceased men and women who lived there.
Hikmet's emissary will only sign if their merchants can move freely and in peace. They want to meet you.
I am not like him. I am a Donea Exregau, a proud man, not a slug. The Renaigse cannot be trusted, and only seek to trap us.
Siora?
Mordoon, you know me. I know the cost of war. My village has paid for it dearly. But do you not think that this is a time we made peace? Or at least a time we listen to what Ulan and the emissary have to say?
If your mother could see you, daughter of Bloodmead, how can you defend the Renaigse?
The Donea Exregao I have met were fearless. And yet you are running away from a mere meeting. By refusing to negotiate, you are only showing weakness, nothing else.
Having a discussion with Ulan takes no courage, Renaigse. Just foolishness. This man would convince his own mother to jump from a cliff if it benefited him.
I understand your reluctance, Mordoon. People from the continent have not given you much reason to trust them. Yet I promise you it is just a meeting, nothing more. If what they offer you does not suit you, you will be free to refuse and come back here, unhindered.
Are you willing to swear on the name of your ancestors, Renaigse?
Yes, I swear.
Fine. I will meet. Tell them to
I will tell them right...
You really know how to talk to people. I never thought you would be able to convince Mordoon. His anger towards the Renaigse is so strong.
Mordoon is willing to meet you.
You really are an accomplished negotiator.
I knew you would succeed.
Do you know where this place is?
Of course. It is a sacred...
In that case, we should...
Yes. Come back to see...
Ulan is acting strangely.
I suddenly feel the urge to go...
And if we want to see... So, how did the negotiations go?
They were stained with blood and fury. Mordoon has attacked us. He wanted to kill the emissary of...
I find that hard.
And yet that is what the Goog saw. Thankfully, the emissary... As for Mordoon...
This is baffling.
His heart and the other do not worry about it. The emissary agreed to a peace treaty and a trade. You are now a Carants of Vignamri. And should anything else...
Nothing. I must...
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this sprint. Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
No! No!
We didn't want this fight. Why? Why?
In order to capture and extract from her what we need. To examine her. Dissect her, if necessary. You have done us a great service, guiding us directly to her.
Are you saying that...
Even if the creature has concocted some remedial potion, it is not the song we came for, but the bird. She leads the sorcerers of this island. She knows how they transform, and from where their powers originate. Our scientists think that the remedy is there, in their pseudo-magic, and in their mutation. Thank you for bringing her to us, and ridding us of the monster.
Do you think I'm going to allow you to manipulate me?
I don't think anything. Apologies, Excellency. But you are going to die tragically from a stray bullet intended for the monster. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Mercy, Your Excellency, I surrender.
How dare you ask for mercy after attempting an assassination? After revealing your conspiracy to me? You deserve nothing less than death.
I will not go down without a fight.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Tierna Harh? She's unconscious. We need to bring her back to her village. She needs to be tended to. But first, I'm going to make sure that we haven't forgotten. Tierna Harh? We need to bring her back to... We should leave right away. Is she going to survive?
Yes, she will heal. They were not shooting to kill her. And we are resistant, you know. The bond empowers us. It gives us the vigor of animals, the resilience of trees. It's undoubtedly for that reason that your alliance is so interested in us. Tierna Harh, he does not mean to harm you. Please, let me...
What do you want from me, Ranaikse?
We were manipulated by the Alliance. We had no idea that they sought to capture you. We believed their fable of a miraculous remedy. We killed the man that wounded you. He will hunt you no longer. And their governor will have explaining to do.
I suppose I should thank you for having pulled me from their claws and bringing me here. And to have crushed the life out of a few of these parasites. There is indeed a remedy. But I doubt that I can do anything against this sickness that you describe. I don't know it. And I don't see how I could create a remedy that would heal it.
Perhaps you could try. We are desperate.
This remedy was prepared for a precise purpose. To heal those who escaped the claws of the Alliance. These monsters capture the Sinol Menoi and torture them, bleed them, put things in their veins. Those that do escape are in such agony that our care and comfort are not enough to mend them. That's why I made this remedy. Not for your Malikor. My people have never fallen prey to such sickness.
How can you be so sure? Perhaps it's your tremendous resistance that protects you from the sickness.
Perhaps. Enon mil frictimen protects us all.
Enon mil frictemen.
God of 1,000 faces in your tongue. The one and many who protects us and our island. They and we are tied and bound, as they are tied and bound to you. Their generosity to our people is infinite, but the crimes of the Renaigse enrage it. After all, perhaps your Malikor is their vengeance.
my blade, and let's go!
What an astounding place.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the sons. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is to find Father Justinius.
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Thank you. Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And what may I do for you?
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to find them at all costs. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia. She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. They are so naive.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened...
I wondered how my people could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence.
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia.
Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that...
Indeed. It is under my supervision that...
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit, or it could have been vengeance, but...
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the villages. But first, we wanted to examine. You can go and take a look.
I imagine... Well, thank you for the...
I am the one who should...
The Mother Cardinal, are you...
Yeah, and then I...
What was the reaction of the natives?
Most of them were... They were afraid. And there were even... I suppose they...
Were there any conference...
Yes, the Inquisition. We stood up.
Thank you. Thank you. I will let you work. Greetings. Desade.
I'm Brother Virgil.
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge...
Indeed.
What can you tell me about that night?
No, nothing in particular.
Someone had to enter the shack to...
I have no idea.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can tell you for sure...
Well...
Of course. But our motivation is all that matters to us is that...
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us and the natives knew of the...
They are the ones who led you to...
Well, we conduct some inhabitants.
Well, thank you.
As you wish. There were witnesses.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Matthias lived here. Our actions on this island to keep rummaging the ways...
I was not expecting a Have you been in Eden?
2 months, approximately. I joined... We arrived... The one we must...
You talked about a mission with the natives.
I may be under the command. Our mission is to banish pagan cults, the island, but...
You have a very... How are your relations with them?
When I arrived, they were very... Our attempts eventually made the warriors, and it has proved nothing but... I would like to go back to work.
Of course. I will leave you to your work. There is only one entrance and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
Brother Virgil, then someone must...
It's very likely that it can't be a coincidence.
So, we have to find their accomplice.
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance, but they must still have allies. He will certainly know. Father.
I'm glad to see you, my child.
And how well... How well... Why...
If by living son.
Tell me about
the island and everything so we...
There are no...
Perfect heart, but in the nobody thought...
I must leave you.
May the enlightened...
Hello. I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello. Desarde. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onol Manawi among the Logead Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
I've heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me about the priest
as
one of the What happened to you? Aren't you angry after?
No.
Your opportunity for what?
For that men.
I think I know who's... I believe you... You do well to tell me what... Once the priests...
I do not think they...
I understand why... If you do...
Since you think...
You wouldn't do that.
He's not really leaving me a choice.
Wait! I think that...
If she's helping the...
Her son, if you go talk...
I have no intent... I have to go. I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
On the other hand, had they followed their chief's example, this wouldn't have happened. Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur. Greetings.
Bertia Tumad.
What can you tell me about Lair, your former leader?
He is a man of peace. But I think the mind she almost speak.
Listen, I know you help.
No. This is...
There's no point in denying it.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets.
The only means of alleviating the situation with Thélème is so. If you don't...
Bran and the rest of the exiles are... If you want to take the tablets away from them without being sent, please.
more spells.
No magic here.
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
I hope you don't intend to fight them. They've already had to leave their families and their homes. They've suffered enough.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
Remember that we were told the area on the left was a trap. It would be smarter to take the other path.
There, we found them. Now all that's left to do is to return to Eden. What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
I think so. I managed to retrieve the tablets discreetly.
I am glad to hear that you managed to retrieve them. I will go talk to my son now. He needs to stop seeking revenge and find a new clan.
That would indeed be wiser. Vengeance has no positive repercussions. I retrieved your relics.
I am curious to know who is responsible.
I do not want to point the finger at anyone.
Your indulgence honors you, but how can we...
Had you respected, you settled here without even asking those who live, instead of talking about harmony.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We'll make sure to improve. I would be most...
I might come back at some point.
Naturally.
Actually, I must go back to my...
Your next expedition.
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our... In the meantime, here, take this as a...
Thank you.
a strange party we have here. Who are you to come and disrupt our solitude?
Good day.
You? You are on Olmenawi and at the same time, Renaigse. So it is possible to bond yourself on your faraway island?
We are here because Teleme has asked us to carry out an investigation. They think that certain clans venerate a demon, an evil creature. We carried out our investigation of Vedlog on Chief Deirdre in an attempt to discover the truth. And the clues have led us to find our answers in this sanctuary.
Deirdre sends you to seek out a demon? Curious. A man from your island came already a long time ago. Full of questions he was as well. He had a small party of warriors with smoking tubes. And on their chests, a golden lion.
A lion?
An emblem that is fitting for the pride of the Bridge Alliance.
They set up a camp near here and then they disappeared all of a sudden.
Do you know where precisely?
It was a long time ago. I don't remember all that well. My memory has been leaving me of late. But it wasn't far from here. You will find it, I am certain. Ah, you are bringing back the memories. They were asking nearly the same questions you ask.
Fresco. It represents a beast of the marshes, a red serpent. A fresco. It represents a beast of the marshes, a red serpent. The image is fading. We can't see much of anything. The image is fading. We can't see much of anything. Fresco in various yellow hues. It represents a sort of insect.
remains. They must be the people the hermit was talking about, don't you think?
Probably. You can still discern the crest of the Alliance on this doublet. Let's search the area. There might still be something interesting.
What do you want, strange stranger?
We found the camp you spoke of.
I told you.
Many died.
I warned you, man. The marsh is more...
That doesn't seem to...
Freddy gives. But you're still...
I found this note. It speaks...
A ritual.
But for me, it would be...
Do you see those drums over there?
They will awaken the earth.
Oh, and...
Quench a stone.
But you're still...
We found the camp you spoke of.
But you're still...
How do you play the drums?
Oh, that's easy. The music, you need only respect the natural order for the earth to hear you.
That's...
Come now.
I'm listening.
But you're still here.
Quench a stone.
Water trickles on the stone and returns to us, empowered by its...
This note I found explains a recipe. That's what must be poured out.
Oh, yes. But you're still here.
How do you play?
Oh, you...
That... I'm listening.
Each drum must only be played... But you're still here.
Nothing. I shall leave. Evidently, we made a mistake at some point.
A bit of poison on my blade. Let's go!
Something's appeared over there. It seems as if it's some type of altar. Looks like an altar. The stones! That must be where we need to pour the potion. I just need to get my hands on it.
just need to get my hands on it. I just need to get my hands on it. is this? I just need to get my hands on it.
Dog! Killed! You killed her! Monsters! Murderers!
You knew her, old man? Before she became a Nadaig?
May the earth swallow you whole! You and those from their dark oil! They must all be destroyed! But En Olmilfrictimen will stop them! He will chase you all away! Murderers! His hunt has begun!
Calm down. We didn't have a choice. We were only defending ourselves.
Shiora, what is he talking about? Why is he so furious, and who is Enon Milfrictaman?
I believe he is furious because he knew the Nadaig before she bonded. He mourns her in this way. It was a Donegad who received very much power.
Are you saying that that creature was...
Yes, like you and me. Anyone who draws upon... As for your other question. Enon Mirth.
It is a rather evocative name.
Enon Mirfrichtemen.
But enough to think that this being wants us harmed?
And why is that? Why would the source of your sickness come from...
I don't know, Siora. But didn't this man just say that this being would hunt us down? We need to learn more.
You survived. Which must mean, alas, that one of the Nadaig is... You are a great warrior. You could almost be a storm warrior. Is it you who helped my warriors discover what the men of the Red Sun...
Indeed.
Then I thank you. What do you seek?
You set a trap for us, invoking and releasing that creature.
It is true. And I was hoping that you would disappear. You have seen things that no stranger to our clan has ever seen. It's that no one must know, but you survived. You are
the ritual.
What are you talking about, Siora?
No one knows the recipe. But it is the very barn that allows her warriors to enter into and to rise again when they...
It is true. You do not know. I have nothing more to give you than my... You are a brave Onalmanawi. And I would like...
You request my help after saying...
You helped us to find, so yes.
What do you intend to do?
Attack and destroy this camp.
And how am I supposed...
My clan is Eseld of the Gaius. You know how...
I suppose I could try...
That would be good. Meet us near...
This is strange. The two tracks that we followed have led us to the same name. Enon Mil Frictimin.
The god of 1,000 faces. But I don't believe he is the origin of your sickness. He protects us. He watches over us.
Precisely. We know that the congregation came to this island long ago. A lot longer than we first thought. The Malachor could be a consequence of that first attempt to colonize. A curse cast at that epoch, brought back by the first defeated colonists. After all, is it not also the origin of the first guardians of the native legends? Either way, one thing is certain. If there is something, or someone on this island powerful enough to heal the Malachor, it is certainly him. We need to bring this news back to Constantine. Even if we don't have a remedy yet, he'll be happy to know that we've made progress.
I think we should inform the Mother Cardinal of the Ordo Luminis's actions. If we don't, she could take offense at an intervention of the congregation without consulting her first.